Welcome in, everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Viking Village Lego set. Let's get into it. With set number 21343, this set includes 2,103 pieces, includes 4 minifigures, and a retail price of $129. It comes out only 6 cents per piece. Taking a quick look back at Vikings history with Lego sets, back in 2005, they came out with 5 Viking sets. As you can tell here, there's a couple of ships, some dragons, and even a fort. Pretty cool ideas. And in 2024, this is the first Lego Viking set that they've brought back since. So in the last 19 years, they decided to bring back another Viking set. This is more on the display aspect more than play. As you can tell, the ones in 2005 were definitely a play set. Jumping into the minifigures, and something you don't really see too often in a non-themed set. What I mean by that is Harry Potter, Star Wars, so on and so forth. This is just a Viking set. You don't see this much display in the minifigures, which I love. Well, a couple of them have helmets, shields, there's food, there's weapons in their hands. There's definitely a lot of facial expressions. So Lego did such a good job here in the details. Again, you don't normally get that kind of detail in like city sets and stuff like that, but this one is all out perfect. Something I definitely wanted to highlight getting into the set is just how big this set is. It was surprising after building it to just see how kind of wide the set was. As you can see here, it kind of almost doesn't even fit on my table with the camera on it. I had to zoom out just a little bit just to get the full scope of the set. So I can really appreciate that. For $129, you definitely get the scale. So getting into some of the play features of the set, there's not that many. I mean, you can open up some of the doors, and even on the top of the roof in the middle, which is kind of like the Great Hall, that roof does come up, so you can see some of the detail in there. But other than that, the play features, maybe not so much. It's kind of why I hinted to the more display side of this one. So getting this for a kid, probably not. When I'm turning this one around, I'm showing you that there is some holes in the back, which is like a cave kind of thing. There's plenty of spots for the minifigures, and plenty of detail all around. But when it comes to play-wise, not so much. Now, for a second, I just want to take this apart just to show you guys how easy it is. It does come in 3 different sections. Obviously, you have the Great House, then you have the tower with the bridge, and then you have the forge fire area. The only thing that was disappointing about this set was the base plate on the bottom. This is kind of a big set to move around, I guess you could say. So yes, the houses are on studs that do go up a little bit, but as you can tell, that base plate, it's pretty flimsy. And adding to that, I wish it was a little bit more customizable. As you can tell, when you take this apart, it'd be pretty cool to switch it around or maybe add something to maybe another house or another mod where it feels like it's more playable, more customizable, just a little bit more. Again, maybe Lego will come out with some more of those kind of features in the future when it comes to sets like these, but I do understand it's not a typical mod house. Getting into some of the details of this, I want to really talk about the details of this because it's what makes the set so much better. Other than the price per piece, obviously you get your bang for your buck there, but look at the details in this set. Look, I bought the A-frame cabin, I bought the lighthouse, some of the newer buildings, I guess you could say, or the Lego ideas. They are just out of control with how much detail they put into this one. This one actually didn't even have that many stickers, to be honest with you. Enough to be annoying, I should say. And you could just tell how good of a job they did with the roof, the kegs, the fish area, the forge area, even on inside. When you're looking on inside the roof, there's just so much detail. Even looking at the ground with the stones and the foliage, it just looks really good, and I could not have been more happy with this set. So let's get into the grading aspects. I'm going to grade this set on experience, display, minifigures, and price per piece. When I grade on experience, I grade whether things felt repetitive, whether things it just wasn't really worth the money, whether you finished it within 1 hour when it really should have lasted 2 days, whether it was just kind of worth it overall. And this set, to no surprise, is an absolute 10 out of 10. Nothing was repetitive about this one. It kept a really good flow. Sure, you only get 4 minifigures over throughout the 12 or 14 bags, but it doesn't matter. Again, it was still such a good experience, and nothing felt boring to me whatsoever. Moving on to display, I know what you're going to say. How is this only an 8 out of 10? And the only reason why it's 8 out of 10 is because the flimsy bottom. Because it comes in 3 pieces. I'm okay with having a little bit of a flimsy bottom if it's in 1 piece. That way, it's kind of easy to pick up and slide into a shelf. This one comes in 3 pieces, so picking it up isn't that easy. It does look beautiful on a shelf. To no one's surprise, it looks really good, but overall the display could have done a little bit better, adding a little bit more strength to the 3 pieces. When it comes to the minifigures of this set, I had a hard time grading it, only because I don't really know what to grade it off of. The details are perfect. I guess 4 is a pretty good amount for a $130 set. Maybe 2 more would have been pretty cool, but they added so much detail that I kind of didn't really mind just the 4. Maybe they could add a little bit more, but other than that, it's 10 out of 10. Now, I'm sorry to always talk about price per piece, but in this case, having 6 cents per piece, what are we even talking about here? If you're a LEGO fan, sure, you might be into Star Wars or Harry Potter, but how are you not out there buying this for the price? For $130 for 2,100 pieces at 6 cents per piece, the experience is just too out of control not to get something like this. Now, I can understand if it was like a Friends set, maybe something you're not really into, but who isn't into Vikings? It's an absolute 12 out of 10 grading on the price per piece here. Now, with my overall score being a 10 out of 10, it's because of the price. It's because of the build. The display looks good on it. The minifigures look great. It's an overall really, really good set, and you can find it everywhere. Sometimes you can find it on sale. It's kind of really rare that it is on sale because it's already such a good price. I don't know why this one isn't a little bit more popular. I understand it's not Star Wars or anything like that, but for what you get in this set, I just don't get why everyone just doesn't have it. It is such a cool build. Everyone's a fan of Vikings. If you're a fan of Legos, you should absolutely go out and buy this one. If you haven't, go out there and get it now. I highly, highly recommend it. Anyways, if you like this review and want to see more of my reviews, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. See you guys on the next one.